Yeah. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Chat GTM podcast. It's Michael Beck with Ink Tank GTM coming to you live here from the Restaurant Leadership Conference at the beautiful JW Marriott in Phoenix, Arizona. I am joined by a whole bunch of people here, and I'm gonna let them introduce themselves and their role with their company. We're gonna tell you a little story about a collective ecosystem of partnerships and awesomeness that only these three can tell us about this experience. So, start on the end, Colton.
All right. Hi, I'm Colton Frank. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Unplugged Dining.
Fantastic.
Hi, I'm Ross Franklin. I'm the founder and CEO of Puregreen franchise.
Boom.
Hey folks, I'm James Jonesite. I'm head of food and beverage at Square.
Fantastic. Thanks, guys. So we're here today, and we can pass off to the next person when it's ready, talking about how you guys work together, a little bit of the tech and the relationships. And first off, what brought all of you to the RLC? Like, what's your reason for being here, Colton?
We're in a people business, and you got to be around the people. You got to be on the front lines and understanding and see what people are interested in, what's hurting them, what the opportunities are, and just building those genuine relationships. That's where it starts with us.
And we just had a session with you earlier with one of your clients from California Fish Grill, and it's kind of a rare thing, and this is also a rare thing where you're actually sitting together with the people you're doing business with, because usually they're a little guarded, like, hey, we're great together, but I'm not going to tell anybody.
Yeah.
Why do you think people are speaking on your behalf these days?
Because of the depth of the relationship that we invest in.
Yeah.
We don't just sell what we do, we sell what they want to do, what their outcomes are.
Okay.
And we get in the trenches, we work with them, we don't disappear. And it really is a very customized approach to doing the business, such that you tell us what your outcomes are and your goals are. We wanna stand right beside you and help deliver on those.
Okay, let's pass the mic. So what brought you here to the show?
Yeah, so for my company, Puregreen franchise, we have almost 85 locations open. We'll cross the 100 mark this year, so it's going to be a great year.
You're about to cross the 100 mark?
That's right.
That's a big landmark.
Yeah.
Is there a party?
Big party, yeah, big party. Absolutely, it'll be a big milestone.
Yeah. What brought you here? What are you looking to learn, see, find, seek out?
So this is my third year here at RLC.
Okay.
And brought my team with me. So I brought our vice president, director of operations, even our area representative. So just it's a great place for the team to network, for the team to learn, and just absorb everything. Yeah,
and you guys will probably agree, and I warn people coming into the hospitality space to sell technology, this is a very tribal industry, probably more than any I've seen anywhere. If they don't know you yet, it's gonna be a hard run until they get to know you and get a sense of who you are before they ever even consider you having that real conversation with you. You agree to that?
I would say so, but we're pretty plugged into the ecosystem here. We're part of the Nest group. I'm in the CEO group. Our VP is in the COO group.
So you're in the mix with the cool kids.
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome. And what about you with Square? Why Square here today?
Besides the weather?
Oh, yes.
I mean, it's beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
No, I mean, honestly, because of this. We get to be here with our customers, with our partners. And I think, it's great to have face-to-face time with the brands. I'm excited to work a shift at your Chicago locations in the future. But yeah, I don't always get to be, we talk a decent amount. You're on our advisory board, but when have we gotten to have a 90-minute long breakfast and just talk through things and be like, that one thing that I wish I knew about. But at the same time, we're, I think a lot of companies in this industry like to think we're at the center of things, but I think actually you see it when you walk around the room here that, especially from your perspective, we're one of the pieces of the puzzle that you're dealing with. And we want to make sure that when you're thinking about your online presence, your app, you're thinking about third party, all those things kind of work seamlessly. And a lot of that honestly comes from having relationships and knowing who to go to. When there's a problem between Square and an Uber Eats order, how do we make sure those things can get resolved pretty easily? So it's good to have those relationships and make those connections, and also just to see what's coming next. We're trying to be on the forefront of that so we can help you as much as possible, whether it's what we're building, what our partners are building, but this is a good place to see it.
Okay. Colton, thinking about this, when I come to these shows, you probably guys do the same thing. Well, how many people are here and what's kind of the mood? It seems like this is a barometer for what's happening in the industry. Are we in growth mode? Are we in defensive mode? Are we in offensive mode? What's your take on where we are right now as an industry?
It varies largely. Everybody's unique. Everybody's got their unique circumstances.
Yeah. There's more people here than last year for sure.
There's more people, but also every business is at a different stage in their journey and their life. And there's the natural life cycles of a business. Some are just starting. Some are trying to figure out their identity. Some are more in a maturity stage. Some are legacy, trying to reinvent themselves. Some are on the growth and on the offense. We're lucky to be partnered with Puregreen, which is definitely on the offense, and they're doing some really exciting things.
And so together, as we were walking in here, like, this is a 3-part story.
Yeah.
Where's the story start? Where's the middle? And where's the end cap?
Do you want to start this off?
Yeah. All right. So the story starts.
Yeah.
I started Puregreen back in 2014.
Okay.
And we partnered with Square in 2016. So they've been our point of sale system. And we've grown along with them. And they've been an amazing partner for us.
Okay.
And then more recently, third party has been a big part of our business.
Right.
And a big focus of ours has been, how do we shift that to first party? Mm-hmm. We knew we needed an app because we want to add loyalty value to all of our guests. And we want to come up with a killer loyalty program.
Yep.
And so we met the Unplugged team. We met Colton and his team, and just unbelievable backgrounds. And they did a phenomenal job building our app. And so now we have an incredible app that ties into Square's loyalty program, and our franchise partners love it. It's making a massive impact on the business, and we scale from here.
And so apps, it's always fun. Like, we make it, we love it, we're putting this thing out in the world. Then what's the adoption? What's your adoption rate of your app as it's rolling out?
So it's so new. We're
Okay.
4 or 5 months in, and every single month it's like we're doubling in growth.
Oh, wow.
So it's being adopted very quickly. Whenever we do a new location, we're doing a big push on the app. A lot of stores choose to give away a free acai bowl or free smoothie when you download the app. Mm-hmm. So we're able to track the results. It gets people in and gets them acclimated to using the app right from the get-go. So adoption rate is phenomenal.
And what's the story the data's telling you on the uplift it's given you?
We're seeing a much higher ticket on the app. People just have time. They don't feel rushed when they're in store.
Yeah.
So they're adding additional boosters. And we're actually, it gives us a platform to come out with and launch new products. So we just launched a creatine collection, a new smoothie, a new bowl, exclusively on the app. And it's really interesting to see how that's working out.
That makes a lot. So you can only buy this menu item from the app.
That's right.
That's funny. I was just talking to Greg Creed, who used to be the CEO of Yum Brands, and that's the whole idea behind the Baja Blast is people are going home and buying drinks and not buying it in the restaurant. They need something to bring them in. You're doing the same thing.
Exactly.
Except digitally. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Yes.
And then what's the interplay with Square here? Now, are you working with the Plug team as well, or Unplugged team as well?
I mean, I think that's the hope is, you talk to anybody here and they're using a bunch of different tools.
Yeah.
They have to work seamlessly.
Right.
You don't want to
Well,
bring
hope.
on another.
Yeah.
Well, you hope. That's not always
you don't
the
want
reality.
baling twine and duct tape.
Yeah, and you also want to make sure you have one shared database too,
Yes.
right? So that you're not ending up with fragmented systems. They need to pay somebody else to go deal with reconciling all
Or try
this
to put
stuff.
an AI on top of a fragmented system and it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's also, even more so these days.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a big part of it, honestly, is just making sure that when you're setting up your menu, that it can push out to all the different channels that you have, be it the app, be it third party, be it a kiosk, point of sale, all that should all be in one place. So we try to make that as easy as possible.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you guys have been coming here for a while. What's been the biggest change in the last year you've seen since you've been going to this show? Well,
Yeah, so this is my third year
Okay.
in a row here.
okay.
And just every single time I come here, make unbelievable connections. We even got some potential franchisees once, and that's not what this show is for.
Right.
But the best part of the show is just learning from my peers. There's a lot of CEOs here from different restaurant brands, some with hundreds and thousands of units.
Yeah.
So just being able to kind of plug in with them, seeing what's going on, talking about what's working, what's not working, that's extremely valuable.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what's different about this show is the focus on AI. Everyone is so tapped in and maniacally focused on how do you leverage AI to grow your business. And so just really interesting to share best practices, what's working, what's in the future. And so that's a big part of this year's show.
And what's your brand doing to get that data foundation strong? Because without that, AI falls apart in the worst ways. Like, what are you doing to true that all up? You'd mentioned it. You'd mentioned a little bit too.
For us, that was a big part of why we went with Unplugged for the app, because now we own the data. And so being able to own the data and being able to control that ecosystem, we're able to do push notifications to anyone who has the app. We're able to market directly to them. There's a lot more advantages compared to the third-party platforms.
I can add to that is we keep talking about the app, and the app is just one piece of the puzzle here. It's an important part, but it's really how the top of the funnel that brings in the data.
Yeah.
And that's why we focus on it as the first step is let's create a high converting ordering experience that both converts to orders to impacts revenue, but then also collects the guest data. And then that's when the whole ecosystem of all of us come into play with Square, Puregreen, and our team is we've built infrastructure on top of Square's loyalty program, and Square's loyalty program does an amazing job capturing more data at the POS in person. And now we're funneling that into the CRM, and then we can do really cool things like create marketing strategies that get a certain amount of touch points across SMS, across email, and we're seeing amazing retention rates that come with that.
And so this is in addition to, but not in replacement of.
No, and I think you guys were talking on the point of learning here. What's important for us is the intentionality of the relationship, and how when we joined in on the Puregreen and the Square journey together, it's equally a partnership with Square as it is with Puregreen. And ultimately, it's all of our teams working very closely together to understand, like, okay, here's where we're at today, and here's where we can go to really drive the whole first-party business of Puregreen forward.
I don't know if you ever had this experience in outside of business where your spouse or your girlfriend or even friend says, hey, that person's gonna be your best friend. You guys are going on a play date now and you're gonna hang out. So you're running your brand and you go, you guys are now gonna play together. How is that play date first set up, or how did you guys interact at first to make this work?
The married man.
What was the origin? I don't even know. Like, I mean, it's been a while now.
The origin?
Like, yeah.
It's been about 2 years, and we started from I guess back to me.
Back to you, Hal.
But we looked at the area of the opportunity for Puregreen. It's a daily business. It's a part of people's daily lives. It's a part of your health, your nutrition, and you could probably speak to your mission a little bit within that. But to me, we identified it as it's equally as repetitive type behavior as a Starbucks and getting a coffee, especially for the target audience that Puregreen caters to. And there was an oil well that was just untapped with this first party business, with reinventing and launching a whole first party push in the web ordering and the mobile app, and then funneling that and integrating super deeply with Square and empowering their loyalty and bringing their loyalty back to life through the app. And it's a whole cycle that just keeps iterating. And one thing that we've seen that's just been an amazing results that my CTO prepped me on before this is what they see when you do interact with a guest natively, digitally, directly with them is the order frequency of that guest is 4 times higher. They'll come back 4 times more than somebody that doesn't interact with you digitally.
Wow. They're walking around with you in their pocket then. I love it. I know you guys have to go. We've been here a little bit, but there's a whole show waiting for you. But my question I've been asking people lately is, what's your why? I love Simon Sinek. If you guys have read the books or seen his talks. Colton, what's your why? What's Unplugged's why?
Why?
Yeah, why do you exist?
One, I love communities for me, right? Is a community in food. I've always been obsessed around the food industry, and I didn't know how I was going to be involved with it. I came from a private equity background in finance, and just that idea of purpose and meaning was not there for me. And when you break it down, there's, Maslow's hierarchy of needs is food it's fuel, it's energy. We need it, and it's a very important part of our lives. And what's really exciting too is also it is the time where a lot of times we get to pause for a minute, we get to recharge and be around people. So I wanted to find a way to get in there and help the people that are helping provide that utility to our society and be on their team through and through and be aligned with them.
All right, I'm ready for Puregreens. This has got to be a good why.
So I'll tell you, my why has always been just how do you make people healthier? But it's developed because I used to be in the fitness industry until I realized that when you look at optimal health, nutrition accounts for 80% of getting results. Once I realized that became the foundation behind Puregreen.
Life fuel.
And our mission at Puregreen, which Colton alluded to earlier, is building healthier communities around the globe by connecting people with superfoods. And that's now the mission of all of our franchise partners. So we're all working together, opening up one new store at a time, selling every smoothie, every acai bowl. We're getting one step closer.
Wow. And what about you on Square's why, or your why at least in Square?
Yeah, for me, it comes down to the restaurant business model. I mean, everyone that gets up on stage here this week is talking about how hard this industry is and how things seemingly only get harder. And I think the thing that I'm most excited about is not like the point of sale workflows or the KDS or the kiosks. All that stuff is cool.
The stuff you geek out on, but not your core for being,
I love those
right?
things. But the bigger thing and like why I'm at Square, honestly, is because I think there's things that we can start to do that start to change the economics of this industry. That you can, when you're, everything's expensive these days, from the cost of beef, cost of eggs, whatever. It's also expensive to acquire a customer. It's expensive to get capital. It's expensive to pay your staff. It's expensive to process payments. Right? All of these things are expensive. Everything is a cost that you're looking at your bottom line P&L week over week. And there are things that we're starting to do, from how we can help you get cheaper access to capital, how we can help you get cheaper access to customers, how we can just help you make better decisions with the data that you have, that like I don't know. I want there to be more restaurants, and maybe it's optimistically naive, but I hope we can play a part in that.
That's not a bad thing. And so last question, because you're in growth mode right now.
Yes.
What new markets are you opening up? What are the franchise opportunities that exist today? If somebody's watching right now has the operational background to be able to manage one of your businesses correctly and the funding to be able to do it,
Yeah.
where are you opening up?
So we're still young in terms of unit count. I mean, so still just right at under 100 locations.
So humble.
There's,
Not busy at all.
there's plenty of opportunity pretty much in every area.
Yeah.
And so we're just looking for people that are passionate for health and wellness. If they have that quality, then they should definitely talk to us.
Beautiful. Well, I think that's what we got for today, guys. Any parting messages? We're good?
No,
Awesome.
appreciate all your time.
All right. So, guys, thank you for joining us today. We've had a great talk here with Puregreens.
Yes.
Puregreen. Yep, Puregreens. And Unplugged and Square. If you guys have any questions, the websites are
Unpluggeddining.com.
Puregreenfranchise.com.
SquareUp.com.
boom. You got it here. So for now, this is Michael Beck signing off with the Chat GTM podcast. We'll see you for some more RLC action shortly.